Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to the Flying Eagle YouTube channel. In this series, we are going to teach you how to skate. My name is Ricardo, Lino, and
my name is Jaylin.
Jaylin is my daughter, and we're gonna go through the basics of skating. On this first lesson, we're gonna teach you all what you need on your first day teaching your kid how to skate. Jaylin, what do you have here for us to learn how to skate? Without this thing, because this is for later.
We have skates.
Can you show me your skates?
Yeah, the skates.
Okay, so these skates are the Flying Eagle 90 ND. These are size adjustable, so when I press this button, they can go bigger or smaller. But I'm not trying to sell you skates, I just want you to know what we have here. The 90 ND, what are those?
Knee pads?
Yes, the protections are extremely important, especially when someone is starting to get a little bit more confidence. Knee pads, do you know the name of those?
No.
Elbow pads.
Elbow pads.
And we use these on the elbows obviously because when we fall backwards it may be dangerous. So those ones, do you know the name of those?
No. Hand pads.
No, close, but those are wrist guards. The wrist guards are extremely important because the wrist guards are going to protect your wrist from breaking. So while the knee pads and wrist guard and the elbow pads are more for the scuffing, these ones are actually going to protect the bone more than anything. And then you have something else there. What is it?
The helmet.
And you know what is, this is extremely important. If you can only choose one protection, this would be the one. Okay, this is for scuffing, for impact, for everything. And do you know what's also extremely important to bring with you every single time, not just when you're learning to skate? Do you know?
Skates.
Skates? Skates we already spoke about. Let me see your socks. Can I see your socks?
Long socks.
Yes, long socks are extremely important, and Jaylin already had that problem before. What happened to you when you use short socks?
It doesn't feel nice.
Yes, and what happened to your legs?
They had a boo-boo, like it had a moth.
Yeah, so basically you always want the socks to go higher than the top of the skate, because otherwise sometimes the top of the skate can burn your skin and it's extremely uncomfortable. So if it's a whole new thing, you want them to be very, very comfortable. So yeah, long socks are extremely important, not just when you're learning to skate, but for everyone that is skating. And now I'm gonna help Jaylin to put the protections, and you may be wondering, how much should I tighten my skates? What size should the skates be? Well, if you didn't bought your skates yet, size adjustable skates always help for kids because obviously their feet are constantly growing. So you want, like Jaylin is a size, I don't want to say anything wrong, I think she's on a size 32. So if a skate is between a 30 and a 35, well, she's in the middle, it's good. You can also buy more on the smaller side, so if there would be a skate starting on 32 to 35, or if the skate started from 33 to 37, it's okay. I use it on the smallest size, and even if it's a tiny bit bigger, not really a problem, especially when someone is starting. But what is extremely important is to know that you should be putting the protections before the skates. It happened before that it didn't, huh? On these pads, these are also Flying Eagle pads. These pads have something which is really cool, which is instead of having just a sock that you can dress, you can actually, come closer to me. Yes, sir. These ones you have a Velcro that you can put around.
No, I touched one.
No, I'm not going to tie too much. This is something that Jaylin always asks me to not put them too tight. So it's hard for kids to keep something if it's not very comfortable. So let's try to keep something in a way that she's happy with. Is it okay?
It's good.
Okay.
Let me take this shoe.
While I told you to put the knee pads, one thing that I'm going to ask you not to do is to put the wrist guards first. So the wrist guards are usually the last
Yep.
one that you're going to put. You know why, Jaylin?
Because then you can't grab anything.
Yes.
And then you can't put anything on your hands.
Yes, and as you grow and you learn to put your own skates, you want your hands to be free. You want to be able to tight your skates, you want to be able to tight your helmet, and that makes it a bit harder. The elbow pads you can put by now, and these ones are, like I said, some of the knee pads are. So basically these ones have a sock, and most knee pads are also like this. So, okay. Good, like this?
Like that.
Okay. Okay. Another one here, girl. Yes, sir. It's a little bit hot today, so we might sweat a little bit.
Yep.
And now to put the skates on, these are already adjusted to the size. But on these skates, we have lacing. So the first thing that we do is, in first place, we do the lacing. So these skates have laces. They also have a middle strap, like
For
a
the
ratchet
laces?
buckle.
For
Yeah,
the
that
laces
stays on
not
top
to
of the
come
laces. Yes, it's not for that. It's actually to keep the heel in the right position so that your foot doesn't move inside a lot. And then on the top, we have a buckle. In this case, it's a memory buckle, meaning that you usually adjust it once and then you don't need to adjust it anymore. So these ones were not really in place properly, but something that it's important is for you to know that the skate should be tight around the foot. They should be snug. So sometimes we see the kids with the skates extremely loose, and that's when you see them like with the feet like leaning in and leaning out. You don't want that. You don't want the foot to go like this or to go like that. And usually having the skates tight around the foot is important. Of course, the quality of the skates also make a difference. Having something like this, which is a hard boot, all made of plastic, makes a difference. If you have like a soft boot that looks like a shoe, it's very easy for your foot to lean in or to lean out, and especially when they're learning, it's extremely important. Now we put the second one. We need to do the same. Okay. Laces first, now you know. What's next, Jaylin?
The middle one.
Yes, middle strap next. And now, last, the top buckle that we want the skate to be. Good. Now, next thing.
Helmet, like I
Helmet.
said.
Yes, sir. Okay. You may want to take anything that you have in your head. If you are using a ponytail, you need to make sure that the ponytail is not on the way.
Mine's not.
It's not? Okay, good.
I don't know how to make
And now in the back, some helmets will have an adjustment, which is the case with this one. This one have an adjustment. Can I see something here? Look forward to me. Yes, we want the helmet to be a tiny bit snug, not too much. So this is important too. You want this thing here, the little W that goes next to the ears, to be on the right position, a little bit below the ears. If it's too high, it's going to be uncomfortable. If it's too low, the helmet will still move. We don't want the helmet to move. Some helmets, like this one that we have here, it has some type of adjustment that will make sure that the helmet stays in position. And last but not least, the wrist guards. So the wrist guards, they have a plastic piece. So which way does it go, up or down?
Down.
Okay, why?
Because then you don't break this part.
Is it? Yes. Not just because of that. This hard piece, it's obviously to give some structure so that you don't break your wrist, but also because the hard piece will help if you fall for protection. Okay, so that's that one. You want to put your thumb in here, and now we close it. Now, you don't want your shirt in the middle.
Yep.
You want this to be, once again, tight, but not too tight.
Yeah.
If it's too tight, then it doesn't really work. Good?
It's too up.
And now, here we go.
Again.
Same. And this was it. This was the first video on this beginner's tutorial for kids on the Flying Eagle YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to see the progression with Jaylin, well, make sure to subscribe to this channel and we'll be back soon. High five. Now Daddy's gonna put the skates on and we're gonna make the second one.